Alright, so I'm back here the next day. Um, Here's one of our trout that we caught. This one's about, I had to guess, 17.5 inches. And I've already filleted some, but I'm going to show you how to fillet a trout. So I actually learned this method off TikTok. First I'm going to wipe off all the slime with this hose. And then what I do is right before poop shoot, I cut a line and then I go up towards the rib cage. I cut right along the top of the rib cage like this. So you get you can see where I cut and it'll flop down. And then I like to make a gash right here, right by the head. And then I make another on the other side. And that's pretty much how you start it off. So you looking like this with the head in my hand. And then you just go right along the backbone. Right along the fin line, right along the spine, all the way down to the tail. And I like to leave it attached so that it's easier to cut off. So here's what we have on one side. Got most of the meat, not much left on that backbone right there. And then I'll take it towards the edge so I can get as flat as I can. And cut right along the skin, try to get most meat as possible. And try to cut off all the skin and scales. As you get towards the end, just make sure you don't cut your hand. And then here's our fillet of meat. It's a pretty good sized fillet. And just feel around for bones. Cut off the fatty spots and the spots that have blood and organs on them. Like that. And there's our trout fillet. Pretty good sized fillet. So I'll get to the other side here in a second. Just flip it over. Cut right along the backbone again. Right along the fins. Cut right down along the skin. And there's our other fillet. Looking pretty good. And cut off the excess fat and stuff. Feel for bones again. And if you have any worms in your meat, you want to pick them out. Or you can leave them in. People eat them, but I prefer to have clean meat. So here's our fillet. So since we caught 10 of these, here are 4 trouts worth of fillets. Here's the biggest on the day from yesterday, the one that Justin caught. This one was about 21. So I'll do the same thing. Cut from underneath, right in front of the butt. Cut up towards the head. Make sure you got good grip on your fish too, because you don't want to slip and cut your hand open. And then cut right there along the head. Right there along the head on the other side. And go right down the spine again. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This one's a pretty big one, so I'm trying to get all the meat that I can off of it. I mean, it's pretty cut to the bone. It's a pretty thick slab. Unfortunately, as the fish get bigger, the more chances for the worms to get into them and the more meat for them to be in. But worst case, if there's worms in it, you just pick it out. And here's our slab of meat. Pretty good size one. I'll cut off all the fat. Feel out for bones. I think that is about good. So that's a pretty big fillet right here. I'll rinse it off to get all the fish guts and everything off of it. One side of this fish, got about as close to the bone as I could. Not much meat left on there. Good on the other side, just like the rest of the fish, right along that backbone. Right along, just like the other ones. Making sure to try to get most of the skin off, most of the fat, most of the bones, and that's actually a perfect fillet. Best one I've ever done, probably, actually. No worms, no fat, just pure meat. As you can see, I pretty much got this fish to where there's no meat left on it. Barely any left on this, none on the other side. And that's how you fillet a trout right there.